EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the gun, Jacobs. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll throw from the gun. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now, a very choppy game. And I know this, it's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do. And what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks because he threw the
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And his throw is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Back to the air on second down. Jacobs. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long. From the gun, Jacobs. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to...
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Lions are able to extend their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. The Bengals drive about to get going, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing.
And that's caught at the 25. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Bengals. 73 yards. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on first and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, first and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So once again, they dial up the pressure and get home and get a sack. It brings up a 3rd and long, but it's really not an unmakeable one, especially considering they just gave up back-to-back sacks.
2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Able to get there and pick it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jacobs. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Burrow. Going for the deep ball. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Burrow on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. That's complete to John Ross. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he is all the way up past the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete. Touchdown, Detroit! A big play there. Doing it again with his third touchdown here in the opening quarter. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Looking deep for Adams. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jacobs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. He did well to get him 8 yards, but it's still going to mean a call to the punt team on 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going to try and throw. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Boyd. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get 1, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Got his man complete over the middle. It's done. 23 yards on the play. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again, Jacobs. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. It's good, and it's now 35-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
On 1st and 10, Jacobs. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jacobs. And this one's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Jacobs. Man open, it's Goodwin. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off play action, Jacobs. And it's caught. And he's brought down. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Burrow from his own end zone. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Davante Adams as the first half is winding down, and the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. Deep ball for Goodwin. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Julian Okwara racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Julian Okwara. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On 2nd down, Burrow. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. Finding room at the 30. Got a man and he hits him in stride. as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Airing one out for Boyd. And this one is incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. He's going to go up top again. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because
and my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Drew Sample, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And now here is another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. To throw from his end zone, Jacobs. He'll drop this one off to Swift. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Try to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jacobs. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout, and they hook up again for another big play.
Throwing on 1st down, Jacobs. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Von Bell. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
It's your boy Old Mo, you said. Momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jacobs. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Cincinnati. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jacobs. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
To throw on 3rd down, Jacobs. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 17. There he goes left side. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And they go play action now. Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Julian Okwara. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. On 1st down, Jacobs eluding the pressure right. And going deep for him. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Lions. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again, Jacobs. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jacobs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Julian Okwara. He continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow looking to pass. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
and it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. On 1st and 10, Jacobs escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Julian Okwara in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out right at the 35. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown. And frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The end result, 21 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 59 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down. Jacobs. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. Jacobs. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
On third down, Jacobs eluding the pressure right. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. On first down, Jacobs.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Cincinnati. 47 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Flush to it. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again, Jacobs. Deep ball for Goodwin. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Jacobs. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Operating from the gun, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if it's...
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive, except for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but
It got his man complete. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.